Hi, my name is Aryan Ganti, and I'm making this video for the Computer Science Honor Society of Robbinsville High School. Today's video topic is on constructors in Java. So, what exactly are constructors? Constructors are special methods that are used to initialize objects in Java classes. The types of constructors in Java include the default constructor, which, as the name suggests, it is basically Java's default constructor and will be used if a constructor isn't written or there are no parameters in a constructor. Second type is a parameterized constructor. And as the name suggests, it is basically a constructor that has parameters. And last is a copy constructor. And as the name suggests, this constructor essentially creates copies from the past object's data down to the new object. We will elaborate more of these in the coming slides. So first up is the default constructor. It's essentially like an invisible constructor. So it's a constructor that would be taken if constructor has no parameters, as I mentioned earlier, or if the programmer didn't explicitly write a constructor. So as you can see here in the picture, the student constructor is the default constructor, and the print statement essentially confirms that. The parameterized constructor is basically a constructor that has parameters. So parameters are usually the different primitive data types. These have been done over in a previous video. So integer, the character, char, floating. So floats are basically numbers with decimals after them, and booleans are the true or false. And I should have mentioned, but characters are one characters like C or A or etc. These are written in the constructor definition line itself and in parentheses. So as you can see here in the public Eric picture, you could see that there's an integer parameter and a string parameter in A and string S. And a little bit smaller in the test constructor is two integers A and B. Lastly, we have the copy constructor. It's passed with another object, which copies data from the past object to the newly created object. So one of the cool features about this is that it's their ability to create a new object inside their constructor. And to do this, you have to differentiate using the keyword this in the previous constructor, which I will show you in a few seconds. This keyword represents the use of the object in the constructor. So in this case, it's the past object. And in this scenario, obj2 or object2 in this scenario is the new object that is being created inside the copy constructor. So on the picture on the left, you have the geek constructor, which is it's a parameterized constructor because it has a string parameter and an int parameter. And then this keyword specifies that it's the one that's being passed. And then the picture on the right is the copy constructor, so that's why it has a geek object and obj2 is the name of the object. And that's essentially saying that obj2.name, the name variable of the object, is what's going into this keyword that we mentioned earlier. And then same with the ID, which is an integer. Thank you.